Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath. Through the campaign Alilopolis. So how's everybody else doing?
Just making some. Came back from making some food.
I wanted to say it's nice to see Squall again, but it sounds like we're not going to see Squall again.
Yeah, I've missed a lot, so I figured probably just be better to come in fresh again.
Okay, that's fair.
So I think I'm probably just we're gonna retire Squall. But
That's fine.
Josh,
Welcome back.
oh, thank you. The goat thing. I do want Squall to give that to someone. You can do a lotto, a random roll.
Well, one thing you guys will both have to do. Zeph did it with Griselda, at least. Anyways, you made the character in. You made your account in Roll20, so that's something you'll have to do there.
Okay,
Squall.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I probably won't play tonight.
Oh, okay.
Just give me the day to finish up everything, and then get all the new accounts made and whatnot.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you'll want
that's
to
probably
filter through the pins then, like Gab is doing then, to get back into the campaign with your new character from that character sheet, and Roll20, which should be the first pin now that we're using, because Astral got shut down, I don't know. I think the word may have passed
Gab
through.
was telling me.
Yeah. Sad days.
Indeed. Did they shut down for any particular reason?
Their reasoning, at least, was that they weren't able to fund it, but I feel like they didn't go through any efforts to accomplish more so of that.
It was just more like you know how Wikipedia does, like, oh, donate $2, we can stay online. They just immediately no, we're shutting it.
Yeah, they didn't go look for backers either, like somebody else bigger or something, as far as I know, and I don't know. I think they got to a certain point and they were all ready to just move on from where they were at in life too, probably. Is possibly the case.
Alrighty. I mean, it does happen.
Yeah, exactly.
I imagine there's probably a little bit of better integration with Roll20 and D&D Beyond.
And the rolls come through a little bit
It works more often.
better, yeah, but
Okay.
I would say that there are still some quirks to learn from Roll20 that are pretty different.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the mechanics of like moving on the map are much different.
Okay. Well, pros and cons to everything, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, but it works. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, then maybe
Now we have
this
cars.
might have been a blessing in disguise. Who knows? Time will tell.
Exactly. I think that it'll give us a little bit time to search out different things I looked up a bunch of different things before that, but I also noticed, if you haven't heard, that D&D Beyond is working on a virtual tabletop as well.
Really? That's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's what I was...
Wait, does my new player token always have beer?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that before. I couldn't tell. That's amazing. Okay, I need to get a stein now. I have a hat and I got a pipe. I now need to get a beer stein for the end for our in-person thing. Okay, this is awesome.
How would you feel then, Squall, for your goat if, like, you just left it on the nightstand of your room where your character was in Adune? Since you said Squall
and then
would like to have it passed on to somebody else, basically, because he's going somewhere else.
yeah, just I don't know. Off the top of my head, if you can work it, if not, come up with something. Basically, Squall found another village of Aracroca and, decided to help them out, stay with them for a while.
Did you elope? I feel like squall eloping would be pretty in character.
That it could be either eloping or it could be like, hey, we have unlimited bread.
Yeah, unlimited bread or like. I feel
And
like
not
a
only
squall.
like unlimited bread, like flavored bread, rye breads, cheese breads, all kinds of whatnots.
Yeah.
They say birds can't taste spice, but I'm sure there's some jalapeno bread.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Yeah, something along those lines. Just this way I can come back, start it fresh. Because I think I haven't even decided on a name for this character yet, but the only thing I have for the backstory is he was my background is shopkeep / villager. Basically, he was just like, he wasn't the owner of the shop. He just worked at the shop. The owner was a dwarf, because the only 2 languages this character knows is Dwarven and Common. And basically, the rum rollers came through Titty Sprinkles, and the character was like, you know what? I'm tired of selling general goods for this loudmouth dwarf. I'm gonna go hit some shit. So
That works.
he just left the village and just started being an adventurer. That is basic. That is as much as I have down. So
Yeah.
I guess I even gotta get a name and everything. So it'll take me a minute or two to figure all that out.
Oh, hey, Josh. How does slimes or plasmoids talk?
By forming essentially a trachea inside of themselves.
I was imagining, like, creating an opening
Well,
that
yes.
would resemble, like, vocal cords and then just vibrating
Yep.
the mouthpieces. But...
Yep, that's what I've read as per.
Oh, is that actually how?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was thinking about that. I was like, how is he going to speak any language? Okay, thank you. I just wanted to confirm. Oh, yeah. So, I think I kind of want Neb to start making spell scrolls. He has the proficiency in Arcana. He's Aspect of Moon Ward for his level 3 pact. So he can stay up for 8 hours doing light activity. And I was thinking, like, what better thing to do in the meantime than make spell scrolls.
Isn't it 8 hours of sleep and like 4 hours of light activity or something like that for a long rest?
No, so for Pact of the Tome, you have your book, right? There's an Eldritch invocation that you get where you just need 8 hours of light activity.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I could be like on permanent guard duty since I don't need to sleep.
Yeah, apparently plasmoids don't either. FYI.
I'll see if this is actual roll. Okay. So the bottom one is what I am. Or is what I'm referring to. Aspect of the moon.
I'm hopping between some things here. Oh, look here in a second. I was dropping in some characters and such. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to hold off on that for a second. Thought it might have been something quick. I'm doing duplicate. Yeah, there we go. Did that work? Or did it duplicate? Oh. Do you guys see the prompt
Where is it?
on Google?
One time
Discord
you
or-
felt proud of yourself?
Yeah. Which,
Messenger?
which only really would have been Shia and Zeph / I've read the character name, but I have not said it in my head yet. And I'm bound Wisteria would have a chance at doing, as well as I think I said she and Thea, and I think that was it. Right tonight. I've got a cat that's trying to also take over my keyboard.
Meow.
Get it. Okay, that worked. So I just gotta do this. Yeah, Wisteria nematis? Nemaris? That's how I would have said it, but I might accent it weird.
Nemaris.
Nemaris?
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Take that. Save changes.
Hello.
Well, how to do?
Hello.
Como
Hello.
estás?
What do we have to do?
That.
I see the goat is back.
Mm,
Not quite. But he's getting there.
mm-hmm. We getting there.
3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So Thea might jump in a bit later, but we've got the 4. We've got Cat, we've got Mime, and we've got Nip, and Zeph / Wisteria, which you heard what I was saying. You kind of had a second to mull it over. What do you think, Zeph? What do you think would Zeph do in this particular case, waking up
Yeah.
on board? And this could be a chance too, since you're here. I know you don't have your character ready, Squall, but if you wanted to, you guys are both waking up there. You don't have to be on screen to kind of imagine at least that much of it, but I know you can see stuff too from your screen, Zeph, of where you're
Yeah.
at.
So I had messaged you on Discord with what I was gonna do.
Okay.
And then
Oh, Zeph also leaving the party?
maybe.
You're abandoning us.
Okay. If you want
What?
that to be how that works, I think what would happen in that case too then is that I'll let you know how you escaped, so that if that ever came up into your mind, you would know. I'm guessing Squall might just follow Zeph, and I was thinking to include and build upon what you'd said, Squall, for yourself, is perhaps you had had some dreams in your repeated unconsciousness about your Aarakocra. That's really hard to say.
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra nest, because they wouldn't really have villages. I guess they would be having like nest villages kind of deals. Anyways, in nearby that were in need of someone of your prowess, essentially, and could only be really helped by your services. And they had lots of
I
bread.
really wanted him to run off with a stripper.
Hell yeah.
One amendment, Josh. The mushroom,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna leave on all that. I'm just gonna leave it by Thea's door.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're already in D&D Beyond then too, because I seen you move your character. You want to roll
Yeah.
a stealth for me, actually?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me
See if anybody notices you sneaking away.
Character sheet.
Oh, on my screen, all is. Oh, never mind. You made it so it's just or land.
Yep, as much as I could. Because technically that water that you're seeing there now is just clear underneath of what sand there is. You can see through it into what seems to be ever-present sun all the way around.
Yeah.
I was an 18 on the stealth.
Nice. That's a success.
It's a good campaign, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tonight? Okay.
And Squall would swoop in right behind what I'm sending. How you would have escaped if I gotta reread this because I typed it super fast.
Alright. So the squares seem huge, and I can't find Nep.
You're here.
Your Nep's in the water.
Yeah. Zoomed out all the way.
Oh.
You
Has
see
there
my
always
pin?
been a gargoyle
Okay.
on the front of Adune?
Since when the hell was that? That would have been all the way back in was it? No, it was the second time. Was it the first or the second time you guys
When it
fought the
attacked?
gargoyles?
Oh yeah. Mhm. I think it was the second time because we killed one and we put it on the front of the ship as a warning.
Yeah, I do think that was the case.
Gotcha. I just don't remember doing that. I remember fighting them. I don't remember placing one there. I like how all the water's gone. That's a nice touch.
Thanks.
Alright, this map is ultra zoomed in for me.
I would like to cast a spell, create water.
You want me to do the recap first, since the people that are here
Oh, yeah.
are here?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. And if you want to, while you're thinking to as not Zeph as Wisteria, perhaps then that could be your prompt. I think because it looks like Shia and Thea. Well, Shia for sure no, and Thea might be later, if not at all. So it would look like it's only you up for the prompt currently, with
Okay.
a Squall and unnamed character not being here this evening, so to say, in mind but not spirit, if that makes sense. I think did he already dip too? Nope.
What?
Mike, are you here?
I can
Nope.
see you.
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, it was. So you're here with mind but not spirit as the new character is what I was saying. So that's why you wouldn't be up for the prompt to get inspiration for the day. Which, if you're looking in the chat, that would be your prompt, Wisteria. So, hitherto, the adventurers known as the Rum Rollers, tasked with closing the fissure, ventured into the aforementioned place, opening a door pathway across the lava moat into the lava tower. This lava tower was bursting forth from the midst of said fissure. Continuing into the tower, the Rum Rollers fought their way all the way to the 4th floor of the lava tower and met Ashuma, a key leader in a group known as the PNC, or the Professional Necromancy Group, trying to bargain with the 25-foot-tall skeleton known as Ashuma and forestall their deaths. The Rum Rollers started a faction known as the Wish Faction in an attempt to forestall said death. This fictional faction that they had bargained for became true after a mishappenstance with a wish gone wrong or should have gone wrong, and Mime had gotten what they'd wished for. Realizing they'd messed with him, Ashuma banished them from the tower to the edge of the fissure. They entered the one that they'd entered previously, right next to the Lunar Temple. From there, they devised a plan to. They'd actually seen a army amassing in the said fissure, and decided to spew Adune's contents from her ship in a bottle across the fissure to take down said army. This is where we left them. Let's see what happens next. So you guys can do your own recaps of what exactly you did to get here, but that's the overarching one.
So essentially, I think we were deciding on use water to destroy the army and start to at least get rid of the lava portion of the chasm.
Yeah, so we weren't sure. So we have the Adune's in a bottle, right? We have this way to create a portal between the inside of the bottle and the outside of the bar, like into where we are. And I didn't know, or we didn't know, if how magical this bottle was, right? So is there an infinite amount of water if we try to, if we create a portal to let the water spill out of the
Well, we
magical
already
bottle?
did that.
Yeah, we did that. That's what the thought was, right? It was, maybe we have unending water from this bottle. We'll fill the chasm. We'll fill the portal to hell. We'll drown the army. We'll turn all the lava into not lava anymore. It'll be rock again. But it turns out the water inside is finite. We didn't get a final tally of how much water came out. But Aduna is kind of beached right now, so I would like to cast Create Water at the 4th level to make at each second and higher create an additional 10 gallons. So it definitely multiplied when the water left the bottle. We definitely got like many gallons, like thousands of gallons. And so I would like to refill. I don't know how much water I need to create to refill the space here, but I would like to try at least.
It says duration instantaneous, and that you need a drop of water when creating it, or a few grains of sand, which you see plenty of around you.
Well, the few grain of sands I thought were to destroy.
Yeah.
So I just need a drop of water from creating.
And in the case, there are some drops. So you could. It wouldn't be instantaneous that you would create, the multiple thousands of gallons that you'd seen leave this place, because it would be instantaneous for that second that you created one, but one instance of 30 gallons. But an instance, I will say, is an approximate second. So you could spend quite a while doing that. You realize as you cast it the first couple times, and you see it splash down the side of the boat and land on the sand.
Okay. I mean, I don't
Or
have
you
to
could-
refill all of it. I just wanted to
It's also
see.
comes down as rain, it does say, so it is a possibility, which I'm hoping it's not a torrential downpour in that case, or at least that's what I was thinking you wouldn't do. It would be like droplets, at least. I don't know. Guess.
I want
so-
it to be like popping a water balloon.
Oh, okay. And did you
I
have?
I don't know how much. So I know this says that I'm making like 50, 60, I forget how many gallons
30
at the 4th
cubic
level.
feet. Oh, so
Cubic feet, but then I get you create up to 10 gallons of clean water,
mhm.
but I make an additional 10 gallons So 10 gallons plus 30, so 40 gallons. Which is not a whole lot.
Mm.
You know, like, but because we're inside the bottle, I didn't know if that would multiply or not.
You seemingly are creating 40 gallons of water per your.
Okay, so then that's not going to make much of a dent. So I'm just going to cast this once and be like, oh, okay, this is fine.
So it does splash down and land
This
down
is
at
fine.
your feet.
Everything's fine.
Yep.
I tried.
I would like to mention that I am blind. I
What?
cannot see diddly.
Wait, why are you? Oh, okay. You're not actually blind, but
Yeah, not in real
you
life.
just can't see the map.
Did you zoom all
Yeah.
the way out?
I've zoomed all the way out.
Try-
I've zoomed all the way
Try
in.
reloading the map. I just refreshed the page and then.
I'm checking.
Yeah, I had to zoom all the way out, and then you find the square because you're on the back of the ship. You're here.
We'll do that again.
Yeah, you're back here.
Okay, yeah, that's just black space for me.
Oh.
Oh, weird.
Oh, let me try this.
Oh, but my cursor's coming up like I can pick myself up.
Let me sometimes, because yeah, that's what it is. Every time that I drop a new token, I have to turn on field of vision. So sometimes I might forget, especially if I'm dropping a bunch of people at once. Might
Hey.
forget one. There you go.
Yep, I can see now.
Cool.
Yeah, I just figured I'd chill back here on the helm and like watch to see if anything crazy happened. Looks like we're surrounded by moist sand. Isn't that nice?
It's just another day at the beach.
Aha!
And as you're standing there on the sand too, catching your breath, Nep, you see the portal and the plate fall where the portal is. So it closed. Because with time it does close. You've realized in the past too. So you probably created maybe, we'll say, like 120 gallons in that time because you were just whoosh, whoosh. What's your verbal and semantic though there, Mime?
Just making it rain. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna wiggle my fingers.
Frederick and Hamilton seem to be napping on the deck after seeing that Nep was all right.
He's just happy to be on a boat.
Yep. Still enjoying the sunshine, even though there aren't waves to be washing up against Adune's hull currently. You guys do have free movement. You can choose what you will to do. I know that in your case, Wisteria, you're not in this particular scene, so I'll give it a minute here, but
Nep
Okay.
will probably get back on board, go back to his barrel fort, thinking his next plan of we need to go to an ocean. This is clearly not enough water.
I am just gonna nestle myself onto the steering column, the helm.
Well, when we asked Adune didn't have an issue with not having water, so I don't think this is our immediate concern. I think Adune is going to be all right. I'm more concerned about the massive horde gathering back in the fissure. Maybe we should go back. Maybe, I don't know, have we rested? Maybe we should do a rest.
you
A long
guys
rest.
had just finished a rest before coming onto deck in the morning to execute your
That's
plan.
right. Good stuff. So we're rested. Does everybody have provisions, food? Did everybody say hi to Adune? Did we all get our Adune time in?
Oh
It
god.
may be a good it may be a good idea to return to the fissure, I think.
To check out the damage.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, let's see what we did.
Alrighty.
Hello. I heard somebody.
So do I need
dip?
do you need help getting
I think
back
it was Georgie.
on board?
Oh, hey, George.
My roll 20 is dying again.
I'm just
So
joining
it
because
might
I'm on
be-
my lunch break right now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully provide some entertainment for you here. What was that, Nip?
Giant majestic lady just appeared on my screen.
I have a fatal error. The virtual tabletop has encountered a fatal error and cannot recover.
Probably just need to
That's
refresh.
no good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm somewhere else.
Yep. Did you get somewhere else there too, Kat?
Yeah.
Turtles!
Oh,
Turtles!
the majestic lady is Irides's icon at the bottom of the screen.
I
Oh,
like turtles.
you gotta. You can turn those off if you'd like. How in the
Oh,
heck
can I?
are you? Yeah.
Are these trees or are these lumps of rock?
They are trees. Where is your character?
I don't know, but I like these turtles down here. They probably don't like me.
I wonder if it's the case that you don't have your character here, actually.
Could you possibly move Nep to a different area?
Are you guys,
Oh, I'm by the altar with the leaf.
okay, so I did get you there. Okay, perfect. Let me get...
Let's
Nep
see
here.
my
Portal? Oh, looks like a flaming butthole. This is great.
Just wondering what that was. Flaming butthole works.
I was very much not seeing that, but I can understand. Let's see here. Did I get... Come on, go.
Okay, sweet.
Man, there's lots of dead people.
Yeah. My
Are you
map
sure you guys are
movement
the
is very
good campaign?
loose.
I'm not sure of anything anymore.
We only kill those who deserve it, don't worry.
Yeah, do you see the carnage that you were able to rot?
Okay, so
Right.
it was more. So it was talking about like failed to initialize some polygons.
Mm.
But like as soon as you moved me to like inside the chasm, everything was all right. Like I was
Okay.
able to load back in.
What about you, Wisteria? Do you see some stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. I wanted to make sure because I don't think I'd actually gotten to messing with the. Okay, so I think vision limited. Turn these on now.
Who be Wisteria, the flower.
Hey, Josh, am I just able to send you a link to my character for you to look over it?
Yeah, if you want to. Do you need the link again to D&D Beyond? For the campaign, I mean.
Possibly. I was just gonna PM you it.
Yeah.
Josh, real quick, just a quick background question. Have I been like here wandering about, or did I just get here?
You came through the lunar portal.
Okay.
Oh, is that the flaming butthole?
No, you guys came through the flaming butthole.
Oh, that's the plate.
Yeah, that's the plate that was... I'm presuming somebody spun the plate back up to come here, but I didn't hear or see the roll. I'm not sure who would have done that, but that's...
Yeah, I was
I
because
know
Nip
Nep
had
a
it.
plate. I can
Yeah.
just,
That's why I was trying to ask Nep if they needed to get back onto the ship. If they needed help, I was gonna throw a rope so
well,
they could
I was
climb up.
having issues of actually like loading in again.
But that's okay. You did great on that object spinning roll. You're killing it.
Yeah,
So we made it.
great at party tricks.
Yeah, there you go. 27. Was that natural too?
I
It's not
hear
nice and green.
something,
Well,
but
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
like
yeah, that
wind,
is a
not
nat 20.
eating.
You hear what?
Wind.
Oh, that would be Georgie. I muted him on this end because I could tell that his mic was picking up some stuff.
Yeah, sorry, I'm using earbuds and in a parking lot, so
Hey, no worries.
not the best connection. I just joined in on my lunch break.
Lunch break in the middle of the night.
KFC, so I wouldn't call it dinner.
That's how it be sometime.
Josh,
Yep.
I would like to ask the person in front of me what realm I am in.
He actually had been the one to tell you come outside, and as soon as you asked him that, he's like, "Oh, you're fucking Tarth, of course."
Does Tarith ring a bell to me at all?
Yes, you're aware that this is where you've been drawn to.
Okay.
Was I not supposed to bring you here? It seemed like the dragons were telling me to do something like this. Yeah, they're always hard to understand.
Yes, no, good job. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you
Kind
too.
sir.
Uh-huh. And he just walks over this way. He's like, hey, whippersnappers! He's yelling at you, Nep, Cat, and Mime.
The turtle?
No, you see the turtles down there and probably are
Oh.
distracted of it. And
This guy.
maybe roll a
Okay.
perception. Maybe you think it's the turtle.
That would be great.
Oh, no.
I stealth into a bush.
I'm gonna shout after him as he's walking away and be like, "Shall I follow you, frail human?"
Oh, fuck me, I rolled a 1.
You
Uh-oh.
and Nep both think it's coming from the turtles.
I am booking it. I'm gonna go like this direction, so he thinks I'm following until last possible second, and then just book it to the turtle. Oh,
Jeez.
man.
5 perception there too, and a nat 1 I heard from Cat. So you guys all think it's coming from the turtles for a second. And he's like, he turns to you. I might be frail, but I can whop you good. What's wrong with these idiots? He's pointing at the people that apparently are trying to
I'm
talk to
following
turtles.
you like I was told to. Like, I don't get what's wrong. I'm here.
I'm just down here in the grass pretending to be a chicken. A non
It
sentient chicken.
it does appear that those quote idiots do believe that you are that turtle up there.
Oh, no, fuck. Yo! Oi! You wankers! He starts tripping down. Ah, jeez. Hey! And you guys obviously know he's less than 5 feet away from you now.
Who are you?
Oh.
As he gets down on... He trips and falls onto one more knee and he's... I'm
Yo,
Das!
You gotta check. You gotta
Das!
check it out. This turtle can talk.
The turtle looks up at you and has got like a leaf coming out the side of its mouth and it's just chewing on it. And it's looking down at its young who can't make up the first step. But it keeps trying to like hold one arm down so they can climb up it, but they can't climb up its arm either to get up the first step.
Oh, I'm gonna pick him up and put him on the next step.
Well, while you're doing that, he says, I'm Das from the Lunar Temple. You guys have met me? At least I think so. You guys are the rum rollers?
Mime's gonna shoot him some finger guns.
Eyes aren't what they used to be. He does not see that. It seems like he's looking at Nep, who is like 5 feet in front of him. And then you set the
Never met this man before.
turtles down in front of, in between Nep and him, and he goes, these little things, you thought these things were talking? He kind of tries to bend down to pet one, but it tries to bite up at him. Ah!
I mean, yeah, the noise came from this direction.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else in this direction, of course.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, I did what I was supposed to do. The dragon said, bring person that comes out of Lunar Temple portal here, and I did that. I'm making my way back there. I did my job. Person, and he turns around and points at you, Wisteria, and turns back to you,
He
Ned.
gets like
And
when when
ahead.
he points and goes person, she's gonna like stand real tall and like kind of snooty and be like, I am not just a person. My name is Wisteria, and I was summoned here. And I sure hope this isn't why.
And
So you're telling me you're not a person?
and when you see her standing up
Can
straight,
I make an
you
insight check on Wisteria?
you all, even Mime, who's down there, can see the glint of a curving torque that looks similar in shape but of a different metal, something foreign on their neck, and he goes, "Ah, you're still person to me." And he turns back to Nep. "Meet rum rollers. Okay, bye." Ow. Fuck. He just
Be careful. There's an amassing horde. Maybe like yells after him as he walks away.
Fuck you too. He keeps going.
Just a generally nice person. Gawk.
I see nothing wrong.
And you guys are looking over at the fissure, especially you, Wisteria, who has not been here before, and seeing just mounds of bodies off in the distance with what looks like
That's what those are.
a towering spire of what looks like to have been molten material burst forth from the center of the fissure. That's farther off in the distance.
Oh, I like that the drow hole is covered in water or filled up.
Or is that steam or fog?
Oh, I thought that was water.
You guys
I don't know. That's what I'm
can't
asking.
really see it now that you've stepped down in the first level.
Oh no, I just zoomed out the map and
Yeah, I know. That's meta. Come on, you guys are here, and you just met a new character. What are you doing?
Hello, new character. Would you like to go investigate these dead bodies?
so
Suppose we should see if they were brutally murdered or murdered by magic, or let's see what evil. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here.
I inspect their boots in the cutest way I can as a chicken.
Wisterius?
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you're inspecting Wisteria's boots, you'll notice that her boots are not just simple leather boots, but they are made more of plants and like vines that like wrap up her calf.
Oh, girl, I see what you're doing.
No, see, so this is actually a character I had planned before we talked about like creating like moss outfits.
I
But
still like it.
yeah. They're almost very like foreign looking to you and more of what you would have seen, especially I guess Cat, because Cat's more of a scholar. More of what you I guess would probably have imagined reading up on like about like the Feywild and like sprites and Fey and like very you know.
I cluck an appreciation of your fashion.
After hearing you cluck, Wisteria will look down and see you. And she will reach into her pocket and just pull out some random like seeds she has in her pocket and bend down and like offer them to you.
I get like little hard googly eyes and just like start munching away.
And then give you like a little scratch on your head and be like, "What a kind chicken." And then
And
just
I am just so contented.
stand up and like turn towards the rest of the group.
So if you are not a person, what are you supposed to be?
Well, I am an Eladrin.
Oh,
I guess I could
What's it?
I could describe her.
I was gonna say, do
So
we
you
know what
see,
that is?
what is kind of odd to you guys, you see, well, to me she's tall, but that's because in real life I'm short. She's 5'7" and very slender, and her skin is a pale like mint green, and then her hair is very long and like kind of braided back with like some vines and flowers and stuff braided into it, and it is a pale lilac color, and it is tucked behind two very obvious like elven ears, and she does look just like a like high elf would look to you, but with like the pale mint green skin and the pale lilac hair, and then soft pink eyes.
okay. Out of game question. If you don't meta, I guess. If you don't mind me asking, what season is it?
So she is a spring Eladrin.
Oh, okay. Well, I know there's
I
also the
yeah.
Eldrin that's based upon the season, like whatever season it is.
right
Like-
now, right now, and as I've kind of written it, the seasons coincide with ours in game. So you guys are currently in fall.
Pumpkin spice.
So
Oh, Lord.
for everybody that doesn't know too, outside of like in the game, Eladrin are elves. It's just when like the realm that like elves lived in, when it like collapsed or whatever, there were a lot of elves that chose to come to like the mortal plane and live, which is where you get like your wood elves and stuff. But there were elves that chose to escape to the Feywild. And because they lived in the Feywild so long, they've gotten like, I guess, mutated by the Feywild, and they are Eladrin.
Oh, okay.
So Wisteria is from the Feywild.
So you guys,
And they do their appearance is like based on seasons, but it's also based on like their moods. So like spring elves are usually more, or spring Eladrin, and then there's like winter Eladrin and summer and fall as well.
Okay. Yeah, one for each season, of course.
Mhm.
All right.
And so that's what she looks like. She also has 2 short swords and a bow. A short bow.
guys gonna introduce yourselves or just stare at each
Oh.
other?
Yeah. You.
It just forgot again.
It's
a hard one.
And when you begok, whatever the actual words was, unless it was actually a begok, does seem to sync up just slightly into Wisteria's torque.
I would probably say like, "Oh, you're a beautiful maiden. How gracious." Like
I'm gonna,
seem
like-
pretty smitten.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, oh, you speak. How lovely. And like just reach down and give another little pet to the chicken.
Again, I begok in delight.
I guess Nep gives a like introduces himself as Nep, the magical talking goat. And I think he wants to celebrate with a song.
Okay.
Song about? Or
Just kind
intoning
he wants to
some...
take up his a violin and just play a happy song of meeting new people. And just hope that it would brighten the spirits and hope everybody would be more happy to talk.
As you pull your bow from the side with your violin and strum it across the top of the strings, there's a bit out of tune, you think, probably from the water that you are in. You start to tune it up, and then you swiftly get it into position and strum through with the proper keying, fingering, if you will, on the what is a violin neck called? There's something else. But on the neck, and you're strumming away, and you all feel this humming coming from the inside of it that seems to tone in and string through, and the hue of Wisteria's torque slightly seems to vibrate in time with yours, with the happiness that's coming from the violin.
As Nep is playing this lovely tune, Wisteria is going to kind of just stand there and kind of bob to the tune, and she's gonna close her eyes, and she thinks back to her home and of a celebration that they held there after her and some other elves got I guess promoted would be the best way I can think, or got into the, hold on, I just had it up, I can't remember what it's called, the Knights of the Feywild that are sworn to protect the Feywild and their queen, and she's thinking of the celebration that they had and how proud she was of herself that she was able to achieve getting into the Queen's Guard.
Oh, okay, so you're in the Queen's Guard. Alright.
Gosh, that's my story for the prompt.
Yeah, that's what I was gathering. So
Okay.
Inspiration gathered. I thought that was a flashback. I was waiting for you to say that for sure.
Yeah.
Rather than that you had said it out loud.
Yeah, no, she was just kind of vibing to the music. She had her eyes shut and was just kind of thinking back to that celebration. And then once Nep stops playing, she'll open her eyes and
look down at Mime,
just kind of say
who is
very nice to meet you all.
Mime's gonna tip their hat and do a bow, like a formal bow, and wave.
Wisteria will very gracefully curtsy and kind of bow back.
Alright, sweet.
And just say, pleasure to meet you, tiny human. And that's how she's gonna say it.
Mime's just gonna shoot some finger guns.
Do you continue to help the turtles? Because it looks like the mom has moved up to the next ledge and is trying to to get the turtles.
Oh,
down to-
yes.
Okay. Would you
How
mind
steep
rolling
is
me?
this ledge again?
They're only like 2.5 to 3 foot ledges, but it's
Okay, I will climb up.
pretty awkward for these
Do that.
little guys, even the bigger guy. And if you could roll me an animal handling, I should have had you do that in the first place.
That's okay.
Kind of half tempted to help since, you know, I'm part animal.
Yeah, I'll help too. I feel like I automatically would start helping if I saw them helping turtles.
Go ahead and both roll me animal handling then, if you would.
Okay.
Ugh.
That's a natural 20.
Nice. So you swoop down and
Huh?
land next to Nep
Just
gracefully on your feet, and Mime pick up the small baby turtle closest to you, and in your hands carefully set it on the ledge. And Nep, you go to pick up the one in between the two, but as you're doing so, you kind of get caught off guard of how quick Wisteria moved to your side and start to drop the turtle. And Wisteria leans around and props the turtle up from below before you're able to fully drop it. So you're still holding on to it. It just slipped out of your fingers for a second before you guys both set the last two baby turtles on the ledge next to the mom.
No, I was scared I was gonna lose a finger. I need all of my fingers. Thank you very much.
That is so hard. Oh, there we go. Yoop. And then you see the turtles look back at the ledge, especially the mom, as the babies are kind of skittering into the bush, and the mom just nods. It looks like as it's still chewing some grass. Or
I'm going to I'm gonna lean down, like over the edge. Can I reach the mother turtle from here?
and it is easily 2 ledges up from you now at this point, because you've set it down, and then there was like a small ledge in between there that they were able to skitter up across. But now you can, if you moved up where you did.
I was gonna say I'll hop down and pull like a leaf out of my hair and hand it to the mother turtle to munch on, and then I'll hop back up.
She takes it gladly and keeps munching away as they go into the bush. You guys wonder yourselves if they
Okay, so
if
we
they
came here to.
if they were inside of Adune's bottle, or if they'd been in the fissure the whole time you'd unloaded those hundreds of thousands of gallons.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we probably displaced so much wildlife.
And you look behind you too into the fissure, seeing, again, reminded now too of that, the giant piles of corpses, easily numbering in the hundreds, from the amassing army that was here.
Oh.
I
Okay,
did
so
roll
we're
damage.
now ascending. Yeah.
I did roll damage, to be completely honest, and I did all the math.
Is that what that is?
Yes, those are giant piles of corpses, and
Who piled them?
the
water.
Yeah, the water washed them up as they came down. So you're seeing evidence. I wasn't able to get all of it as clearly as I'd like, but you'd see where the water flowed down, started slowly, but then as it grew in force, as it keeps gushing out of the 10-foot by 10-foot portal as fast as it possibly could, filling these areas of the fissure, drowning those who weren't bashed against the rocks into piles.
Well, isn't that nice?
And this is just fun because I did do the math. It is meta knowledge, and I'll go into it now more so that we're plastic.
Yes, please.
Pleasantries. It was I have to get to it again now, where I wrote it down. it was a total of 3,514 bludgeoning damage to the place as well. That's just the water alone.
Did you say 300?
3,514. That was
Damage.
a roll of 800 D8s. I will send the video evidence of me rolling that on D&D Beyond. It was beautiful.
Did you individually click the D8?
800 times.
Jesus.
How long did that take you?
It's like maybe like 5 minutes.
Okay.
A whole lot of math doing right there.
Yeah, I actually referenced Thea's I forget what spell it is right now off the top of my head what it's called, but it's where the one she creates the single wave across an area and how much damage it does, and then just calculated it in approximation to the amount of gallons that we had across the area. it was a worksheet, let me tell you.
Oh man, that's
You
beautiful.
deserve a trophy, Josh. Like I feel like we should get you.
Just for my own knowledge here, are these piles of bodies from the like encampments that we destroyed, or no?
When you went into the fissure the first time, or
Yeah.
no? These are all new bodies.
Okay.
There were easily numbering in the 300s of people. It was, you're seeing too as you're walking by. You can just seeing some of the faces of gnolls and dark elves. It seems like these particular individuals were made out of this amassing army, as well as here and there were the odd human or goblin or such or orc, but that all in all you're guesstimating easily 300 or so.
Okay.
Nep is wondering if this cannot be the entirety of the army. There's got to be more.
Maybe. There's a lot of bodies. And just to be clear, nobody's alive. We're not seeing any.
You're not seeing anything moving. No.
Well, that's there's a lot of bodies.
I feel like we should burn the bodies.
I was gonna say, is there
Somebody
anything to
say
harvest?
I mean, we just got out of a necromancy cult, and there's a bunch of bodies here. That's like free real estate.
Yeah, I mean,
How do
Yeah.
I?
can we loot these bodies first? May I
Are
investigate them?
these steps? Can I jump up them?
They are steps going down, and where
There?
are you? Yeah. Cat, you can investigate away if you'd like.
I see the perspective.
19.
What are you looking for?
I guess I'm gonna look for like small trinkets or any gold pieces.
Oh, I was about to say, Nep could use some gold. He's gonna start finding some scrolls.
So the
Yeah, I'm gonna
the
do the
first
same.
first thing you're doing is you're kind of like pecking at the bodies, and your beak lands on something cold and hard, and you try to pull it out. And could you roll a strength check for me? And what? Go ahead and roll investigation for yourself, Mime. You're on a different pile of bodies I see now.
What did you need me to roll?
Yeah.
Strength check.
Jesus.
Oh, I'm not very strong.
Oh, my investigation's terrible. It's -1.
I feel like Nep can safely walk over to this side of the pile, and look for
Uh,
gold pieces.
I rolled an 8.
You pull and you pull out and attach to a. It's a little bit harder than you were expecting because you start to see it's a gold chain, but it seems to still be attached to something. And you pull out a head with a gnoll's face, seeming to immediately froze in a permanent cackle with the gold chain.
Oh man, you can give that to Moon.
A permanent what?
Cackle, like the smile of the, the gnolls.
Oh, okay.
The hyena. And
Can I hide this in my bag?
yes, go right ahead. I don't see an investigation from you, Nep, if that's what you're trying to do on that other side of the pile.
Okay.
But Mime, you are looking at that corner of the pile over here, with Wisteria kind of standing in between the two sets of people, like, what the hell? You are looking for anything particular?
No.
Anything valuable?
You are looking around and you see a bright, shiny apple sticking out of a back pocket of someone.
An apple?
Correct.
Mm,
You said value. I'm assuming Mime's perspective. Mime values food.
yeah, no, food's good. I just don't know if I want food out of a pile of dead bodies. I guess I'll pick it up.
Okay.
And
Nep,
I'll just hold it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna hold it.
what do
I
you...
guess Nep would also. He's mostly looking for gold, but if he comes across a magic item, he wouldn't be opposed to taking it.
You are digging through a little bit deeper than your companion, as you can tell, because you're head and shoulders in, and when you touch something that seems like you're pretty sure it's got to be something of value because it's cold and hard, and you slide your hand along it, and it's got a bit of a shaft to it, so potentially a weapon. And you pull it out, and it's a long, probably about a foot long rod with what looks like red veins through it. It's a metal of some sort, though.
Oh.
Potentially a wand.
So go into notes.
You can put it in your inventory if you just look at add customizable items too.
Oh, okay.
You can add just like as I described.
So, a red rod with veins.
Mm-hmm. Or a black rod with red veins. It was metal, so.
Any gold pieces, copper pieces?
You guys are not seeming to find any of such things. Must not have been
Actually,
paying
can I
their armies.
investigate this oh my goodness, this gold pendant?
Yes. Let me see something here real quick. If there's anything else.
I want to
that
see
you
if
might
there's
wanna
anything
roll.
magical about it.
Yeah, I guess investigate would be the best.
Investigate or Arcana?
If you're looking for something, yeah, you did say magical there at the end, so then yeah, you can roll an Arcana check instead. I was trying
Okay.
to look at something else.
Oh, so I would just need to roll something or Arcana for magical stuff.
27.
You are pretty darn sure that what you have is just a hunk of metal.
Alright, totally safe.
hunk of gold, rather.
Gonna go back in my bag.
Oh shoot, I don't have detect magic. Rip. You know what? Nep enjoys his rod, and he'll just put it with his bag.
Okay. I see Mime, you're already wandering off. And Wisteria's following.
Oh, I rolled again. I was gonna look. I was gonna try to find, go farther down the pile, but I rolled a 1, so you know.
I maybe was looking. Yeah, I see Wisteria. I switched back to the page, going up the stairs into what looks like a alleged farmland that seems to have avoided much of the damage that this portion of the fissure had. Your natural 1, though, Mime, has allotted you. You see a single half copper that had been, looks like it fell out of a pocket.
I'll take that.
So it looks like Nep, you're following Mime, who has followed Wisteria onto the untouched ledge. I have no idea where Cat has gone.
I am investigating this body.
Where? Could you ping for me?
Yes. Sorry.
Your tiny, okay. Your tiny form disappears sometimes, especially when I'm zoomed out far enough.
I know, I look like a foot right now.
You pretty much do. What in particular are you looking at when you're looking at this body, or taking account
I guess
for?
nothing, because I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1 too. Well, I mean, still tell me what you're looking for, or what you're looking at,
I
rather.
was just looking for any, like, gold pieces, or any small trinkets or anything that, like, I could pick up, that I could feasibly pick up.
You wouldn't have to roll for investigation every time you guys are doing this too. So you could, if you're looking at a body, just the smooth, like, obviously if you're digging in a pile, yeah, you're going to probably be unsure what you're going to find, but you're looking at one singular body. So, you actually seeing the one singular body by itself, Cat, dig through some of the pockets, it seems like, more intently, and you find, a couple gold pieces of an odd branding on them. You're not even sure if you could use them anywhere. You're not familiar with this marking that's on the gold.
You said 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add them to my bag. Maybe.
You also note that this person is a little bit more well outfitted than the others that you were searching for. That must have been why they were standing out away from the bodies. Maybe they survived for long enough for them to bleed out in front of this rock. Kind of looks like there might have been a trail too.
They were stabbed in the water.
Bludgeoned to death and then bled out, it seems like. Just took them longer to get there. So, Mime and Nep, you've wandered back up on this ledge with Wisteria, and you're remembering this house had previously held a band of dark elves.
Oh, okay.
That you would
Yes, I
attack.
remember.
Is it currently empty?
I don't know.
I'm pre-
You guys are
I
standing
remember
outside of it.
the knolls
Are there
being
windows?
done.
There are not. It seems they had
There's no windows.
they had not enough money to build windows in this particular house.
Not even just holes in the wall.
No, there's doors.
I'm just gonna try the door.
All right, it seems completely unlocked. You just even touching it, it seems barely attached to the hinges at this point. and it creaks open. And you see inside nothing. A cold fireplace. Everything seems well trod on and well just beaten apart. There's holes in
Right.
most of the furniture, if not they're chipped and ripped up.
Yeah, I'm gonna fully open the door and just step inside.
Seeing everything in more detail, so the carpets even are well destroyed, pretty well destroyed. Most of the barrels that seem to have been their storage compartments have been smashed, leaving just remnants of rice and or grain or something across the corner of the room. Some other unknown liquids mixed into it. You see a mold that's started to grow as well, pretty profusely in the rooms.
I'm gonna roll an investigation and see if there's anything useful or valuable here that I could take. But I got a 9.
Where are these rolls coming from tonight? Jeez.
Yeah.
You're looking around and you're pretty sure, even just at a glance, Mime, that there is nothing. And did you say you did something specifically with it looking? We went to a room. It doesn't look like it on my screen. You just walked into the main area and are glancing around, or?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just kind of like assessing
Gotcha.
what's around.
There are things, but nothing of gold, silver, or even copper. It looks like most of it is wood and cloth.
I think Neb
No,
wants to
no,
check
like-
out one of these rooms.
No, go on.
No, like rope. No, like knives. No, nothing.
There looks like there used to be kind of a coil of rope over here in the storage, but it looks pretty well musty, and you're not sure if it could hold any weight even from the distance you're looking. But
Okay.
are you in the spot, Nep? You see the things?
Yes. I guess I'll investigate the room.
You can just see and look, because what you're seeing visibly is a busted open chest, 2 beds, all of which seemed either slept on or disused. You're pretty sure somebody was pooping in one of these corners. You can smell something, and there's a table with what is a candelabra, but it's mostly wax. You can barely see any metal that it was even standing on a wooden table here to your east, and a wooden table to the north that seems to be acting as a bed table.
So it's obviously been ransacked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I think I'm gonna exit said room and warn them of don't go into that room. It smells like shit. I don't know.
Got the
where.
poopy on it.
Do not recommend.
I'm actually gonna go and examine these papers on this table here.
The
I think I'm good. I'm gonna go back outside.
papers on the table appear to have been written in common Wisteria, and the writings seem of inconsequential things like numbers and figures from last. By your reckoning, this was probably a year or 2 now. Thinking to yourself in the moon's positions and the year's time phase. It's had to have been 2 years ago.
Okay.
Are these?
I will just exit out this door here. Walk back around.
These barrels caught Nep's eyes. Could he investigate what's in them?
They're all smashed open.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. So I was describing as you walked in, you'd noticed them as well, that were all a bunch of grains and some unknown liquids all mixed together that are molding.
Ugh. Yeah, Nep's just gonna leave. No need for him to stay. He's seen enough. He feels sick.
You do, as you guys are exiting, notice trying to see. Sorry, I'm removing your character. It doesn't seem to have worked, but that's alright. You do see the corpses you remember hanging from the tree, most of which have turned into mummified bits of flesh and skeleton remains that the meat hasn't. What's left of the meat has been eaten, or
It hasn't been that long since we been here. For sure, it hasn't felt that long.
you are noticing a bit of a chill on the wind too. Even though you're so close to the lava.
I mean, granted, lava's probably been cooled off for sure.
You can see that it is down below you to the north.
Oh, we can actually see the lava still?
Well, you can see it glowing in that direction. So you're sure that it's not all been snuffed out, but you haven't taken real account of it yet, I would say.
I want to go see what damage we did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run real far.
So you take a good 15 minutes or so and walk your little hind legs over to the edge and look over into the chasm that at least you're seeing from your direction. You can see that most of it has a bit of a crust on it, so it is cooling, but largely it is got some spots that are still bubbling. However, the main spot where the water had came down after it wound back and forth straight across to the lava tower is solid and flat currently, from a well-cooled area of lava.
Well, that'll make getting back easier. Sorry, go ahead. Because what?
Oh, no, you're good. I was just going to say that because it's apparent that the water made it to the mouth of the switchback and burst forth from that spot straight across. That's all I was going to describe. Sorry.
Good stuff.
Nip also made his way towards the lava, but because he kept feeling that cold chill from the wind, and still pretty amazed the fact that the lava is still, because he was for sure that was a lot of water.
It seems like,
I mean,
what you're looking at because you are up a level from where you were, where some of the bodies are almost even with the ledge you were before you started walking down, only a little bit, but you can see that the water has washed through that switchback down into it, and you can see some of the cliff faces too are soaking with water, as well as the ground. Very much evidence of the water's passing. as you're mulling to yourself, and you guys are both staring over the cliff face.
Are we at least getting, or is Nep at least getting warmed up?
Oh yes, it's much warmer as you move closer to the easily 200 feet or so closer to the lava. What's Wisteria thinking or looking at?
I'm gonna walk over, just follow them over to this lava. And I'm just kind of thinking, like, man, this place looks like shit compared to back home. And then I am going to just kind of say, like, what exactly happened here? Because I'm assuming this doesn't normally look like this.
I don't know the full story, but this is the chasm we were trying to fill up with water.
Yeah, so this chasm appeared. Wasn't always here. It kind of appeared, and a lot of bad things happened in the area when it appeared, and so we came to the conclusion that something in the chasm was probably causing bad things to happen. So we came down here to investigate. That's about all we know, I think.
And have you found this bad thing?
I am pretty sure we have. It's a giant undead dude name. I need to pronounce it. Ashima. He is just like a bony samurai boy. But lack of better words.
When you say that he is undead, Wisteria's ears kind of perk up. I just kind of am like, undead, you say? Interesting.
Oh, he's way out of our league. He's currently out of our league. Definitely need like
Gonna kind of like
a whole
look at
church
you.
of people.
Very like cocky like and nod and just kind of be like, out of your league maybe.
I would feel more comfortable if we had a whole church to deal with this undead.
Kat, what are you doing down here? It looks like you're still at the farmhouse. I'm not sure if you went in and or did anything there after you'd found your 2 gold. Oh, I see a BRB down there in the other chat now.
Yes, I see that too. So Mime's gonna start walking back to an area. I want to go check out the hole that it seemed like the hordes were amassing out of. So we're gonna doop waka back to where the stairs are, and we're walking to the stairs. Shooba dooba doop boop, walking to the stairs.
Could I see the lava tower from where I'm standing?
You do get an appreciative view. Pretty much you're noticing this is the closest point which you could view it from. You're still, though, in the at least 500 feet away. But you do see it. It's a very moltenous form that seems to be almost born of the lava itself, straight up into almost a geyser that's appeared straight from the center of it.
Absolutely unaffected by our current events.
Correct. There, other than the path that seems to be leading directly to it now.
Okay. I'm just gonna appreciate the full view of the lava tower.
Mime.
Yes.
You
What am I looking at?
see as you walk down the third set of steps down to the lowest point in the fissure, what was a hole that you had almost lost your companion Squall to a giant spider lady, now filled to the brim with water.
Oh, good. So I could, like, go swim in it if I wanted to?
Yes, you're not sure you'd be able to hold your breath that long, but you could go swimming in it. It is pretty deep, especially for Mime's size.
Gotcha. So is that, I'm assuming that's where all the water we poured in here went.
At least a large portion of it, you're telling, because there is a rock before you get down to here, so it wasn't quite straight shot. If you would, some of it got washed. You're noticing towards the tower, probably making that.
Yeah, which is cool. Because that was I was hoping that some of the water would make it to the lava, and obviously some of it did because it cooled the path to the tower, which is awesome. But I also wanted the steam to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so the plan worked. Alright, so if we want to do a underwater Mario level, we can explore the...
Oh,
Actually, Nep could explore the deep dark hole fantastically.
sweet.
Unless we want to go back to the tower, but I don't know if we want to go back to the lava tower. The guy, I'm gonna start talking over the torque, and be like, well, so we filled the hole, the deep dark chasm. It's full of water. So if we want to swim through it, that's an option. Or I guess maybe we should go see, like, we should leave the chasm and maybe see how the rest of what's this continent called?
Gargantua.
Tarith is the Gargant. Yeah, maybe we should go see how Gargant is faring. Those are things. Because, yeah, I don't think going back to the tower right now is going to do us much good. Unless you guys want to. I mean, whatever.
I mean, do you want me to explore the hole?
Do you want to explore the hole? I feel like nothing good is going to happen from exploring the hole, but, like, it's there.
I feel like this is
Tis what she proclaimed.
Where a lot of child support comes from.
I mean, Nep enjoys swimming, of course. And, I mean, the hole is mighty wet, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that anything that was living in that chasm, since it's full of water now, is not living in there anymore. But the last time somebody went down there, bad things happened. So I'm just gonna warn you that. Mime's gonna warn Nep that bad things are down there. But there is a bunch of water now, so maybe they're all gone.
Oh, man. Okay, so...
It's your call.
Nep is still gonna say the Drider password. Ashne? I'm pretty sure I don't know if I said that right.
Oh, yeah. Nothing seems to happen, but you are standing there.
Alright, then he's just gonna go for a dip while they think about what's happening. What's gonna happen.
And
What does the
to be clear,
Drider password do?
to be clear, your voice, Mime, was coming through your torque, Wisteria.
okay.
Did I make this one? Oh, I threw it on here. I don't think I threw it. Yeah, I didn't do that. Let me do this real quick. Close. So you start swimming down this dark hole, Nep, and it gets pretty pitch black as you're swimming, but you're able to hold your breath for an hour, you say?
No, I can breathe underwater.
Okay, just clarifying. You are quite certain then that you're making quite a journey under these depths, and the pressure is building. You're not 100% sure how much deeper it goes, but you can feel it start pressing in on your ears at first as you keep going deeper. Just this ever-present pushing in deeper on yourself, and you get to a point where you start to feel it physically too, and you're not sure how much deeper it goes because you can't see, or how far down you've gone now at this point, because you've been swimming at least though for a good
I understand
30
I can
minutes.
breathe underwater, but does not mean I can withstand all the pressures. There is a limit to how far I can go, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far that is, but I imagine once it starts getting like too painful, I'll start to go back up.
Do you still keep going at this point?
No, there is no visible end in sight, and the pressure is probably becoming too much. And I will start making my way back up.
Okay.
I'll just let them know my findings of it's way too deep. Even if you could see or breathe.
That is not surprising. Does anybody remember how to get out of this? Back up to Gargant?
I'm gonna be honest, Nep started his journey here. So
That's
he
right.
has no idea.
Yeah, we
were
found you by
summoned
that
here
altar.
by a temple, weren't we? To that altar
What?
we were at.
Where we came out of the portal was where you found Nep.
Yeah, how did we get there? I forget. Oh, with the old dude, right? With the floor. I remember.
Oh, you
Kind
mean
of.
the guy we called the turtle?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Didn't he, like, just leave?
Yeah.
You went back into the lunar temple you've seen that you were standing outside of when you were standing at the altar.
Oh, so so there's a door to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna walk back up to where that altar is. If we're done here, does anybody else want to try anything in the deep dark hole?
Giggity.
I mean,
It's not recommended.
I squat down and lay an egg.
Roll.
Oh, yeah,
Down.
this is where you,
It was. I got a 14.
You feel a prairie dog sensation coming along, and you look behind you, and you see a nice white splatter.
Where are you?
Oh.
Oh.
So it was poo and
There you
not an egg this time.
Oh. I thought you, like, broke the egg.
Like, shot it out of my ass. I mean, that would be funny, but either way, not a feasible egg.
Oh. How do you what do you have to roll to get an egg?
She may.
Lay an egg stat.
Yeah,
I
but like how high do you have to roll?
Oh, I don't know. I've only done this is like my third time doing it, and the first time was a success because I rolled a 20.
Gotcha.
Also,
Josh.
it is clearly a rooster and not a chicken. Anyways.
Oh.
I
thought cat was a hen,
Mm-mm.
not a...
I am the
Rooster.
manliest of chickens.
Yes, Wisteria.
I would like to walk up to this, like, fissure
Mm-hmm.
and try and peer down and see if I see anything.
What are you looking over at? I'm somewhere else right now. Is it the lava?
Where Nep just went swimming in.
Ah, okay. Into the deep
I was
dark
just
hole.
wondering because he said if like you can, even if you could see, and I was just wondering since I have dark vision if I can see anything like down.
No, you do see into the depths, but in those depths, there does not even seem to be any movement or current. It seems to be very still, which implies that it is exceedingly deep here.
Yeah. Okay. I will jump back up.
So everyone is going to the lunar temple. Traveling music.
Apparently, I was thinking of a Benny Hill theme. I couldn't think of the title, but
Oh wait, so I don't have to walk over to the.
Oh, shoot.
To the altar. We're just going to the temple.
whoa,
Did that work?
yeah, where are we at?
Nep, this is the first time you're seeing the temple, but you walk up the stairs. It looks like it's taking a second to load on my end. I don't know if you guys is all blurry, but mine is for the second. And I haven't dropped any characters.
Because I have the temple, but I
Wait.
don't have myself.
This?
Yeah,
What?
this is the lunar temple, my friend.
What?
Yes.
Oh, that's symbol. Okay, which part are we
Holy
at? I don't see
shit.
Nep.
Oh, the labyrinth is new.
Oh.
Oh, this
is
feels
this
like it was
really big
forever
and with-
ago.
Oh,
Oh, I remember, but it feels like it's been. I guess we've been in the tower for a long time.
Mm-hmm. You're realizing even more so now. Yeah, why is it so freaking blurry? Oh, there it goes. At least on my end it did. Did it work for you guys? You guys here?
I believe I
Yes.
see everything.
I don't know where I am, but I'm here. Where did
Yeah.
you put us?
Okay, I dropped the characters, but they didn't stick for whatever reason before I had to refresh. So drop.
I want to go to this place in the north. Aha, I see us. I see Wisteria and Nep.
Drop.
There I am.
Drop.
Oh, okay, so we enter in through here.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything? So I remember because I stood. These are like thrones or something.
Haha. I had to turn on the dynamic lighting.
Everything went black.
Of course it did.
Lights turned out. Does anybody have any matches?
No, you should be able to see things. Some things. Oh, I'll probably gotta turn your dynamic lighting on. Nep is all. Did anybody else's screen go black?
Me.
Okay,
Yes.
everybody's. Yeah, so when I drop the new character sheet things, I have to go turn all their visions on again.
Mhm.
You're killing it, Josh.
Thanks.
Number 1 DM.
There was a better way to do this. I know I could like copy paste your characters in here, but I was messing with some other things when I was. How about Nep and Cat? You see some stuff?
Nope. Still black. Nep doesn't have dark vision, so is it possible that...
No, it is not dark here. It is dim,
Oh,
definitely, because you're inside compared to outside, but... Let me make sure that that setting is turned off, though. Dynamic lighting. Explorer mode. Daylight mode is on. Adds light to the whole page. Update. Save settings. How about now? Everybody should have vision.
I'm gonna refresh.
Okay.
Negative.
Oh, you know what? I put you guys on the dynamic lighting layer instead of the token layer.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Ah.
Yay! And
Oh,
there was much
okay.
rejoicing.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Now
there's
two.
two of everybody.
Sorry.
But can you move both of them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can.
Oh, there's only one of me.
The mirror dimension.
Because I'm the captain.
Oh,
I'm fixing it.
now I see nothing but gray.
There's the second Mime. You're up on this other.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Can I cue the Spider-Man meme of like, you're here, but I'm here?
Pointing at each other.
Yes.
Let me make
And
sure.
possibly
Okay.
get a musical going.
Vision, limited field, 360, 180. All right. How about you, Kat?
Still have no vision. Oh, wait. I have a line. Oh, okay.
Try moving.
Oh. This. My screen was jittering real hard. I can see now. And
Okay.
touch myself. I mean,
What?
touch my character. That still sounds inappropriate. Ah.
The Divinals had a great song for that.
Touch my character?
No, I touch myself.
Oh, they do.
I know Neb definitely recognizes that centerpiece from
Oh.
like inside the temple,
Inside
Where
of
do
the
you
lava.
recognize that from?
the tower.
Mm-hmm.
The tower.
I believe, if I remember correctly, maybe I got teleported through it. And Neb was trying to clean some of the sigils.
You had
Oh.
not been teleported from it, through it rather, but you do remember it. If you want to, you can roll a history check to see what else you recall. You remember you were polishing it because you were pretending to be a cleaning crew as a devil had come out of another room, and it seemed like a friend that was with you at the time, Zeph, had really screwed up some imps that they seem to have been sacrificing towards some sort of ritual of a of a symbol that was on the floor that was very similar, but remembering it was much larger.
Okay.
But it was made distinctly, for sure, out of that same purple metal that was encasing some sort of sphere, is what you're seeing in front of you, come out of the ground and being encircled with a spiral nature around that sphere, kind of encaging it with symbols around it. And Mime, in particular, as well as Kat, I think, was there. I was vaguely remembering Das having used it to teleport away this particular thing. They'd spun the base of it to a particular set of symbols, tapping them, and he'd then poofed away with Thea's apple.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember circling this thing in the middle. like trying to get it to work, and no dice.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, Nep was gonna ask either Kat or Mime since he knows that you two definitely been here before. If you know how to work it or what's its purpose.
Bagok, we never figured it out.
Yeah, no. It definitely does teleport people. It does things, but I don't know anything about it. I forget. Someone in the party might have been able to read the runes, but I don't remember.
I mean, I'll see if I have something. I got comprehend languages. Oh. Okay. Would I be able to ritual cast that, Josh, and be able to read the runes?
I forget how it reads. Is it for written?
It's for both written or spoken. But I must touch, the surface that was written on, and it takes about a minute to be able to read one page text. It doesn't decode messages, though.
So, what's your verbal and semantic?
I was planning on doing a ritual cast.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still need a verbal and semantic if it's ritual?
And usually, when it's ritual too, you require the material ingredient.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a pinch of soot and salt.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody got? We were just to buy a bunch of char.
You're looking at yourself, and you're for sure that you have some soot on you. And
Yeah.
you had worked up a lather there, going up and down some of the ravines in the fissure.
Oh, so if not, I definitely have some salted meat.
Well, if I have the pinch of soot and salt. All right. As far as verbal, let me read these glyphs, and I guess somatic would be I guess more of a Doctor Strange, like, circle or him trying to conjure up something.
In the air?
Yeah, so he's just more of like circling, just imagining trying to read this, saying like, give me the power to read this written language.
And you're drawing in the air, I'm assuming some sort of circle. Well, I guess I'll fill in some of the blanks for you here, I guess. You take your hands across your forehead to wipe off some of the sweat that had been beading there, right below your horns before it soaked into your fur. And then on your thighs, your goat-like legs, you take and you mix that in with the soot that's along the bottom of your calves of those legs, and start drawing in the air a circles of sorts. And inside of that circle, you start to see, almost appearing to your eyes, a lens that you're peering through and able to see the translation of the glyphs. The glyphs, though, are still making very little sense to you. Almost repeatingly, they're saying north, south, east, west, left, right, down, up, north, south, east, left, north, south, up, down, left, right.
Okay, so it's just saying directions. Oh, I do notice that some of the glyphs are matching. Is that supposed to be like that, or is that just coincidence?
Everything's on purpose if you believe.
Well, I will translate this for the group, see if they know what that means. Of the north, south, east, west, left, right.
Up, down.
Is
A
it?
B B A.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say up, up, down, down, left, right, A B A B.
Nothing to Cat Wisteria or Mime, I'm guessing.
Can I tell in here which direction is north?
You're quite certain on the page here, up is north. So to your left as a character.
Okay. Like, I don't know how to ping.
Hold down your left click.
Oh, so like that direction?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And which of these glyphs is north?
The arrow
Asking Nep. Okay.
he would indicate towards.
This one?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it that one?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to lean down to the plate and try and turn it so that the arrow is pointing up, like towards the north.
What's this notch right here?
Just looks like when you're looking at it, a crack in the stone works.
Oh, didn't know if it was like a marker of this is where we're teleporting to.
You start to slide it, Wisteria. It seems like with a great effort. If you could roll me you don't have to roll me anything. You push it, and you get it towards that location, but it looks like there's a repeating symbol directly under it. And you're pushing straight on the edge. Nothing seems to glow or clink into place or change, but you do realign it.
Okay. So this one's north. What is this symbol here?
That would be right.
And this one?
South.
And this one?
East.
What? Uno mas, or one moment, please. I am going to probably write it down as best as I could. Alright, so probably notes. Alright, so arrow is north. H is right.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Crisscross legs.
pretzel, I guess.
Yeah. Is south, right? No, east.
Pretzel legs is south.
Legs is south.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then goat eye,
East.
or alright, fish.
West.
I would almost say like a bug or circle or SOS, actually. There we go. You can
It does
you
look
guys-
like SOS. I say, or the middle of a Venn diagram. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright. SOS, I guess.
Up.
Alright, and then spiral.
Down.
Alright. And then wow. D&D Beyond just hit me like with a API failure.
It looks like in this one's particular case, the altering of the pattern here, where it actually goes up, down, right, left, whereas on the other one it goes left, right. So you'd had an H being left, correct?
We had H being right.
Okay, so yeah, it is right, and then there is one more symbol that would be left, and that would be
Yeah.
left.
I guess smiley fish. Okay, come on. Getting hit with error codes.
Mimi, are you doing anything else in the chamber while Wisteria and Nip or Cat, are you doing anything else?
No, I mean, I remember there being a like a separate secret hidden chamber that was very profitable for us to the south. There's probably a similar one to the north.
Mm-hmm.
But I am more concerned about getting back to Gargant and seeing how General Gargant is doing. Because the last time we were in General Gargant, we also took out a horde of like an army of cultists, or I forget. But
Mm-hmm.
And we burned a
feel like-
forest down.
The neophytes.
yeah, and like ran away from a dragon or something. I feel like we probably want to check up on Gargant and see how Gargant's doing. We can always come back to this temple.
You know for
Those are my
sure.
personal- I'm not trying to rush
That's the wall,
anything
you can
here.
Read it.
You know for sure that your Shia's brothers are the ones that had flown you to the Spiral Wood Forest just outside of the fissure. And from here, you're quite certain, as similarly to Titty Sprinkles, this would be a several day, maybe week-long journey, depending upon what time you make from here on foot. Maybe closer to a couple weeks. You're not 100% because you hadn't walked this way before. You'd flown here on carpets.
That's right. We should have had them leave us a carpet.
Well, it was a little awkward because you guys got flown here, and then Eurythmic Veracity happened, and you guys kind of
Yeah, some time has probably passed a little bit.
booped into another dimension for a second while flying there.
I mean, I'm up for a walk in the woods. It's been a while since I've seen a tree. But
I mean, yeah.
I
Been a
guess
hot
unless
minute.
unless this thing is actually a teleporting thing, maybe we can use it to teleport us. But I don't know what this does. Like, obviously, there's directions on it, and the guy disappeared. We watched someone use it, and they disappeared. But
Could we try to do that?
we can't. I also remember the two thrones. That's like our representative of the two moons. This is the Moon Temple because there's two moons on Tarth. I just don't know what else to do in this room.
I mean, yeah, if we can't activate the, teleportation
Oh,
ourselves.
that was my bad. I was messing
Oh.
around with some things. Sorry.
Yeah, if we can't figure out the
Right.
teleportation ourselves, maybe we should ski-daddle.
So,
So,
real quick, I know you went over the like symbols already, but could you read them off one more time? Sorry. The fancy H is right.
okay.
The arrow is north.
Cool.
The like crisscross legs is south. The eyeball.
East
The like
fish.
box with the like crosses and lines, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
So right
fish.
next
I see
to
where
the
you get
eyeball?
fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
West. And
Okay.
and
Yeah,
then-
the like bug spider looking one.
Yeah. I called it SOS because if it like from the side, it looks like an SOS, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
up. Just go ahead and call it whatever you need to call it. So you
The
know
yeah, the spiral.
down. And then that's H, but the next one I called it a smiley fish or a check fish because
Mhm.
it has fish plus a check mark.
Okay.
That's left.
Okay.
Fish. Peace.
So you guys have discussed that. Are you doing anything else?
So they just appear more like directions more than anything. And okay. I'm gonna be honest. Net probably doesn't know what the hell to do with this information. Like, he just knows, like, oh, each symbol means something. But I don't know don't know what we're gonna do with this information. He's just hoping Mime or Cat knows what to do. Since this is his first time being here.
Recognize any of these symbols that they've been going over? Can I check to see if I know any of these symbols?
You do recognize them as a form of an archaic form of common that's no longer in use. Probably a primordial language.
Oh.
And I see Mime there is verbally and semantically doing something.
Yeah, I'm detecting magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna hum. Humming is my verbal. Just a flat tone. Just a and the semantics, I'm gonna cross my arms.
And as you're humming and crossing your arms, you're almost blinded by the light that's coming off of the spherical stone in the shape of a you're pretty sure looks at least similarly to Elmar, the red moon, especially because of the pockmarking on the side of it that you see.
Is the light coming off, or does it have a color of aura?
Is a combination of many, but particularly shining through, you see a silver around it all with a green undertone.
I have no idea what those colors stand for, but I'm putting them in the chat.
Conjuration is green, and the silver is enchantment.
Hmm. So if anybody knows anything about the magics.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Mm-hmm. But you would just generally know, too, as Cat.
That's what I was thinking.
You would generally just know that those two, when combined, are teleportation of a sort, usually, in most circumstances.
So... I would know how to... would I know how to combine them to make the teleportation?
They're already combined in this... Well, I don't know if actually Mime has relayed that information. It sounded like you said that, right? About
Yes,
so,
I have relayed that to the group.
So, I'm not sure In which manner? Like, I know you probably did it as much verbatim for me, but I was thinking, what would Mame or Mime? How would Mime portray this information?
Like I did in the chat.
Okay. Silver aura with green undertone, enchantment, and conjuration. You would know nothing of how to make them combine because you're quite sure they're already combined. There is no... the thing itself must be enchanted to have some sort of conjuration attached to it, and they're woven together in such a way to create a teleportation. You're just still not sure how to activate it, as these symbols don't mean anything to you other than what Nep has said that they translate to. They don't really mean anything to you from a location.
So, I know, I'm pretty sure it was Wisteria that moved the arrow to the notch area, or
Mhm. Yes. So there was an arrow basically on the north and the south of this particular thing, as you can see. If you rotated that one,
yeah.
actually the second north would be just slightly to the west, I guess, because you're rotating it 1, 2, 3
It
approximately.
was just more. Is it still considered combined?
Combined? Question mark?
Combined, like, or preach. I thought that's the term you described it as. Like,
The magic that's on there?
Yes. Like, us moving the dial doesn't matter.
It has not. It has not been moved since Mime has been activating this particular spell.
Maybe we're just focusing too much time on it.
I'm gonna do one more thing. We might be. I'm gonna do one more thing. So I have divination.
Okay.
Where did it go? Where did you go? Come back. Divination. Okay. And I'm gonna use it. And it requires incense and a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion. And so
Worth at least 25.
Yeah, 25 what? What is
Gold.
GP?
Gold pieces.
25? Well, how, that's a lot. Jesus. I'm not rich. How, precious are these cherry blossom tree flowers that I got from the mountain hermit?
I don't know, make an offering. Sacrificial offering.
Okay. So that's gonna be the sacrifice. And the incense, you may not all agree. So I have some hempen rope. I don't know if you guys have ever, I'm gonna burn some of that because it definitely has a smell to it. And I find it, nice.
I've never burned
know if
hempen rope. I don't know what it smells like, but go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it smells very fresh.
Where are you on the screen?
Wait, do you have
I
a
am right next to
spellcasting focus?
Oh, okay.
Because I thought that you could use that to replace your, like, material components.
Are you,
Oh, I do have a focus.
Are you ritual casting this? Is this a ritual cast? Should have
I
a
don't
little.
know. There's a little R next to the thing. I don't know if that means.
That means.
It means you could ritual.
It means you can ritual cast it, and that means you would not use a spell slot for using it. It would just take longer.
Oh, then yeah, sure.
But if you ritual cast it, you need the material components.
Correct. Which sounds like
If you...
Mame is in the process of doing there with your verbal and semantic, though.
You know, I'm just gonna use the spell slot. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Oh no, because I don't think these are worth 25 gold pieces. 25 gold pieces is a lot. Like, this is an expensive spell. So now I'm gonna use my focus. I have a necklace. I'm gonna use my focus and do this as a ritual cast. And we're gonna be here for a hot second, so you guys can check out the thrones or.
If you're doing it as a ritual cast, you would need the spell components. I think you've got yourself dyslexic. If you're not,
I got them backwards.
yeah, if you're using a spell slot, you would use the focus, and it wouldn't take that long.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna use the spell slot. I'm gonna use the focus. I'm
Okay.
ready to do this quickly.
Because you'd said you weren't
All
gonna
right.
use
So
the
party.
Got
I'm
it.
gonna. Oh, sorry. So go ahead.
No, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. It sounds like we are now. Good. Sorry.
So party. Before I ask to the DM, I'm gonna. So I get to ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, and the DM offers a truthful reply.
Oh.
What question would we like to ask?
That's a good question.
While you ponder, I'm
Man.
peeing. FYI.
No wonder it's an expensive spell. So yeah, we could ask about this thing in the middle of the room. We could ask about what we should do next. We could
Well-
ask about.
I feel like we should be specific because it says the reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to ask for something very specific.
Okay. So, I was gonna ask, like, how do we use this? This device. But it's saying, like, a goal, event, or activity within 7 days.
Yeah. So we could be like, how do we get back to Gargon? How do we defeat the person in the tower and the fissure? How do we close the fissure?
Well, I wouldn't want to waste it on, like, how do we get back to Gargon? And then this thing right in front of us just glows, and it's like, alright, this tells us this is how we get there, but it doesn't tell us anything more than that. And
Do
then
we
now
need-
it's just out us.
Yeah, do we need to get back to Gargant?
I mean, we're trying to check damage control, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we don't need to. That's just what I feel like we should do next. I don't know what we need to do next, and I guess that's my suggestion for what to do next.
I mean, yeah, it might be a good question. What do we do?
Or where are we needed? You know, we are the room rollers. We are here to help people. Or we could ask where we're needed the most next. Like, how do we get to where we're needed? I don't know.
I don't know. I just feel like asking how questions do not help. Will not help.
Do you want to ask about our purpose?
I feel like
You wanna
that's
ask
a
where babies
very
come from?
like.
Well, we're asking for a specific goal, event, or activity, so it was more of like, when will the tower crash down, or how to. No, that's asking how again.
We close the fissure. Would be a good question.
How to close the fissure.
In what way can the fissure be closed?
But
Oh,
then
okay.
Gargant can't take advantage of this source of thermoelectric power that we've discovered.
Oh,
I think they need the electricity first before they care about-
Geothermal heating?
Yeah. This lava may have unnatural beings within, making it dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like keeping the fissure open for thermal heating is not.
Good intentions, but those are for hell.
That's okay. Okay, so how to close the fissure?
In what way can we close the fissure? What do we
I like
need
that
to close the
phrasing.
What's
Yeah.
what's the
What
most
way?
effective way to close the fissure? Or in what way?
Well, it could just possibly tell us a wish spell. And then none of us can cast wish. And now we're just out of a spell.
I mean, I can cast this again later.
That is true.
What
But
about,
Just keep
like,
casting it until we get an answer we like.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess the question is, do we specifically want to ask about this thing in front of us, the moon temple, and teleporting, or do we want to ask about like
well, this is the second
the-
time at least the second time we saw this, right?
yes.
So it has to be relatively important, I would imagine. And I mean, I don't know if it's like directions or what, or like, hey, maybe I don't know if it's just me or whatnot, but I feel like that notch means like, oh, you're gonna go to here. So like
Yeah, maybe.
the north.
Maybe the correct answer is, in what way should we use this device?
Okay.
Well, no, because then he could just say to teleport.
Yeah.
But, like, that doesn't tell us how
To use it.
to use it.
We life hack this device to do what we want.
I wonder if we can. Is there a way for us to find somebody to tell us? Because we really just need like people who know how to use this.
We
What
can
about
ask
that old
where can
man?
we find somebody to use this.
Well, that old man, if he knew how to use it.
Well, if he wanted to talk to us, where can we find somebody who will help us? Not just can help us, but will.
But I mean, like saying will help us, like will help it. We'll have to say
Where can
will
we
help
find
us
Siri?
use this device. Because if we just say will help us, a genie will take that as, oh, here's a peasant. They'll help you.
Yeah, fair.
Like do
No,
anything.
well, it has knowledge and will help us use this device.
Okay.
Maybe, like, yeah, where can we find somebody with knowledge of this device?
And then we could just persuade them to like help us, or else.
That's a lot of faith in our rolls. Our
I
ability to roll high persuasion.
My minimum persuasion roll is 20.
Oh,
I mean, you're saying this to the bard.
okay. All right. So where can we find someone who knows how to use this device?
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's what we're asking.
Yep.
Where can we find someone who knows how to use? Is there something we want to call this? Do I want to say the device in the middle of the stone temple?
It's
This
reflecting.
device right in front of you.
Okay, so it's based on one of the two moons, right?
Yes.
What's the name
I
of
believe
the
it
moon?
changes color.
Wait, no,
Yggdrasil and
Could we call it
something
a
else.
lunar teleporter since it is based on the moon?
Yeah, well, because it changes colors. That's the thing. Like before your rhythmic veracity last year, it was green. It was like the green color, right? Because there's
What
a
is
red moon.
eurythmic breath? That's the get together, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. And
Oh,
that's like what happened because like on that night, that's something. There was some religious festival happening that had to do with the moons, and one became more dominant and one became less dominant, and that's the meaning behind these two thrones, right? They each stand for one of the moons, and right now we're in the red moon. I forget whether the other one's green or yellow, but anyway, that all ties to this. But one's Yggdrasil, and I forget what the other one is.
I think we can call it whatever we wish to, though.
Okay, I'll say this device in the you attacking there, Ike? How to
Ike, you're muted.
Nope. Was just testing rolls. I did not know my D&D Beyond and this had already started talking to each other.
Yep. Yeah, it's flawless. That is very nice about Roll20.
Okay. Heck
That's how
yeah.
to use this device in the center of we're in the Moon Temple, right?
Yeah, lunar
Okay.
temple. But yeah.
Lunar Temple. Okay, where can we find someone who knows how to use this device in the center of the Lunar Temple?
All right. Hopefully, it's pretty specific, and hopefully, it cannot be misconstrued.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've sent it to the chat. That is my official asking of the DM. That is the single question.
I could feel it coming. Oh,
Mm.
somewhere on terrace. Oh, that's gonna be a big oof. Just the whole world.
Can I do this? No. How do I... Ah.
Okay.
So, you finish your incantation, and as you're discussing with your friends, you settle on the answer, or the question. You're there? You there? Olivia? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Are you muted? Hello? Hello?
If that's not the dead kid, then where's the dead kid? And I'm
Nobody
like, I don't know.
knows.
Watch it and fucking figure it out.
Can you hear me? Hello? Okay.
Hello.
Ah, now I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, as you finish your incantation, you
Yes.
settle on a question with your compatriots, and you utter, where can we find someone who knows how to use this device in the center of the lunar temple? And your vision fades. You still feel fully conscious, but you feel as almost as if you're floating, and the next thing you know is your vision starts to come back slowly into a warm, lit room, and there are smells and sounds of a kitchen, and you start to see a large figure in front of you appear to be kneading some dough, and it is that of Lono, or at least those that you would associate with Lono. And he goes, "Hola, aloha. You can find someone who wishes to that can open such a device just above you in the Spiralwood Forest. But why didn't you wish to close the fissure with the wish that I'd give you?"
Mime's just gonna shrug and point to the hat.
Fair enough. Well, it was nice seeing you. Hopefully by the time I finish this next cake, and he points to the dough, you'll be ready. And the vision fades back. Let's hop back over there.
That was good.
For recording device.
But
Oh.
he wasn't here for it, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, Josh. If there's anything that comes up about swamp donkey loving, just edit that out of the episode.
No, you're good.
Please keep it in.
No swamp donkey love. Nope, we're not doing that.
Showing some. This is how you relate to your southern Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi folk.
Yeah, we did once upon a time have a guy from Alabama playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that Alfred?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, I see you have like a few more people in Manny.
Mm-hmm. You'd see Mime, though, settle back down, it looks like had started to daze off into the distance, it looked like, and kind of then snap back to it. Like, oh!
Yeah, I'm gonna like leap to my feet.
Really got to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump up and leap to my feet and say, "To the spiral forest!"
Gawk!
And turn around and immediately start walking that way.
What?
I jump and like grab onto her backpack and hold on for the ride. Onto their backpack.
Walking across all these floor stones to the stairs to the front door.
Hold still
Alright,
for a second.
Follow.
Oh, okay. Guess Nip, you're probably following too.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
no it. Oh, okay, so they just. Wow. Okay, so it just goes to the other end.
No,
The
I'm
temple?
getting there. I was just getting you guys all in the same place so that I can copy paste easier.
And then just for logistics, I am going to point out that we're inching closer to 10 o'clock. So I don't know if this is a good place to take a break and stop for the night, or if you guys want to wander around in the forest for a little bit. I'm
Probably.
just throwing it out there.
Because you guys
Whoa, more lava.
walk out of the mouth of the lunar temple to the giant statue that you remember being chased into by a dragon. That you're a small level down from the spiral wood forest to the south, is
Oh, right.
just about a short 5-10 minute walk away.
Through the nice lava.
Wait, but can we actually walk there? Was there a path, or is this where we flew?
There was a hop and a jump path.
That's right. We flew to the castle, or to the tower, or whatever. I remember now.
Yeah.
There was some logistics there.
You guys flew to the forest from Gargo.
Oh, I also thought we flew to the lava tower.
No, that was Mime being a badass and parting the red lava sea with control water.
We talked about flying across. That's right. We talked about it because we were like, oh, but I have this spell, but I could fly but this, but we can only fly for 10 minutes. Will we get across?
Yeah. I feel like we talked for like 2 full sessions about flying across. And then Mime just came in like a badass and was like, I just parked the lava!
Yeah, fuck this talking. I'm done.
And then got to the bottom of the tower, and there was a person that was supposed to be guarding it, and you just banished him.
You're like,
Yeah, that's
fuck
right.
off.
We wasted enough time on this. Let's go. Okay,
We did
so a hop, a skip, and a jump.
Yeah, some athletic checks are needed if you want to get up to the...
Can I use acrobatics instead?
I was just gonna ask that.
Indeed.
acrobatics is dexterity. I always get those two mixed up.
Yes,
Mhm.
acrobatics.
Then
is
yes.
dexterity.
Yes, you may.
I am
Awesome.
clinging tightly to... Where did I go? I'm
I
clinging
got
tightly.
13.
To Mime's backpack.
I'm gonna flap your wings a little bit.
I will assist in every way I can. I roll to assist. Oh wait, do I? My screen went black.
Got a
Yeah.
19 from it.
Didn't we determine that you can fly enough to like carry Mime?
Probably not to carry.
Definitely could
I don't know.
fly. Cat could fly on his own.
I'm almost 50 pounds. I don't think they can carry me.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you're not an African swallow.
I'm not that strong.
So you all successfully make it onto the first rock. There was a
Woo.
second rock right after that.
Oh, we have to keep going.
Yep.
Ugh. Alright, second acrobatics check.
Oof.
Might wanna
These
roll-
rolls went better than the other ones, but
Yeah. Might want to roll
I'm
to
worried.
assist their cat.
I am trying, but my thing seems to be frozen. I guess I can roll in real life.
Yeah, so do you have a die there? Or a dice? No. Yeah, a die. Multiple dice.
Just roll a d20 for assistance.
Mm-hmm. With your modifier, if you have
Modifier.
1 for dexterity and or athletics or acrobatics. Sorry.
For acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Yay!
So you, Mime, with your short legs, jump for the next one, and your second leg doesn't quite make it up on there, and you come desperately close to going into the lava, but Cat flaps his wings just enough to pull you, barely singeing just some of your boot, it seems like, closely, and not submerging your foot into the lava. And you guys are within reach of the next ledge that you can easily walk up into
No.
the next area.
Oh, we can walk to the next ledge, or do we have to jump?
No, you guys are that stone itself is kind of like on a slant up that way.
Oh, okay.
Gonna look back to Kat and say, thanks, pal.
I begawk in triumph. Like, yeah, we made it! To this one.
Walking down the path through the lava. It looks like there's grass here.
There is.
Walking on the grassy path through the lava.
I do not know what happened, but my, mouse is inverted and it's driving me nuts.
Oh no.
Are you using your laptop still?
Yeah. But, I plugged in a different wireless mouse this time,
Oh.
and I swear to God, if Johnny's awake upstairs sticking with me instead of going to sleep. Because, yeah, I'd be close enough for him to mess with this.
But you guys make it up the path winding path that is left from the lava, scoring away a good portion of what used to be the spiral wood forest. You see some trees mostly burn away, but you start to come back to the area where the trees are distinctly well formed. Their leaves are all turning different colors now as you've come back into the area, and they are for sure though in a perfect spiral shape growing, so you know distinctly where you are.
Is this the bridge?
Yay.
Trees.
Is this the bridge?
Yes, you notice what looks like something from perhaps your homeland, Wisteria. Looks like a bridge that has been woven and grown together.
I walk across the bridge.
And it seems to
Following Wisteria across the
completely.
bridge. Looking at cool spiral trees.
Map is pretty laggy. Well, it's probably just my computer trying to load everything.
Yeah, it's a big
Alright.
map.
Mine was 2, and then every time I use my arrow keys, I get a fatal error.
It is a big
Oh
map.
no.
Yeah.
It is a
Okay,
big
yeah,
map.
my
So
page keeps refreshing.
It is a
So
big
which
map.
way do we need to go? To the left?
To
Like
the
this way,
right.
or- This ping?
This bridge here.
Okay. Oh.
So you guys walk down south across the bridge and come to an intersection that leads to the east and one to the west. Almost southwest, it looks like, from where you're headed. But you know for sure the spot where you were coming, where you landed when you got here the first time, was more in this glade, slightly over to your right, and it had, you guys had all been coming from the east, which is where the capital of Gargant is, or Gargantium, which is Gargant.
So
you're
the person we want is in the spiral forest, so we don't want to leave the spiral forest. So I'm gonna vote going in the southerly direction.
All right.
Works for me.
Walking through the spiral forest.
guys want to
I'm
roll.
not gonna lie, these trees look a lot cooler on Roll20 than they did in Astral.
Survival checks.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh. That's garbage.
Yeah, especially.
I have a +6.
Yeah.
Why is the ranger?
You are in your. Is this
Oh.
your chosen? Is this your
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this? Yeah.
chosen? This is the
Forest is my favorite terrain.
So you have technically an advantage, I believe.
Yes. Let me double check. Favorite terrain. Advantage on survival checks. Yep. Woohoo! 3 higher.
What's Neps?
I got an 18. I appeared to be rolling pretty well today.
I meant to say cats.
Oh,
I was looking
Uh,
at Neps.
I got 6. But I'm a chicken. I can survive in the harshest terrains.
So everybody except for Cat remembers. Oh, I should probably drink some water now. It's been quite a few hours, and you're resting. Just a short rest after walking. Almost.
yeah. Take out
Pretty
my
lava.
jug and attempt to try that.
Oh yeah, if you want to.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna
yeah,
drink
come
some
try.
water.
All right, so let's see. It's,
Yes,
1,
I will
2,
drink some
3,
as well.
4,
And as you're standing there
7,
looking
8,
around,
9,
you
10.
remember Mime in particular. I think Cat as well was there for this. You see, oddly, almost exactly as you had left it, a glen ahead of you around a boulder that has a well-positioned stones and 2 totems that Popped Art had been exhibiting their trade of painting at last you were here in the spiral wood forest. But you don't see the individual. You do see some small fire that has been there. It looks like it's been out for a few hours, but there are some embers left over. And you guys can all have a short rest if there was anything spell slot wise, but
Yeah.
that was just
Short rest would be lovely.
Um,
I'm gonna let the party know that that the last time we were here we found friends, you know, for the new members of our party, and so that this was a pleasant. We've been here before, and it was pleasant for us.
Should we go see if those friends are still there in the area?
So,
Sure.
do we need water? Because I could create some water, especially
a-
if we're having a short rest.
oh, I thought
Isn't
you were
this
gonna
water?
I can create fresh water. Oh, I don't know. Okay, yeah, if that water is good, then. Oh, I drink oil, by the way.
You drink oil?
Yeah, I
Does
drank
it s-
some oil out of the jug.
I haven't gotten back to it. Or did it? Does it say what sort of oil?
Nope, it just says oil. I imagine it's cooking oil.
That's what I was imagining when I read it the
Do
first
you-
time too, but I was just checking.
Motor
Do you
oil.
need
for our
water? Or do
combustion
you,
engines.
yeah.
No,
Do you need water? Are you
No, I can create water. Oh,
Okay. It also looks like there's a stream. I'm also gonna look at Cat and be like, Cat, are you thirsty?
Do I know if I'm thirsty?
After
Do I know?
after having it been mentioned, you go, I could go for some water.
Then I do take a drink. Also, I attempted to move my character and it refreshed my page again. So I am afraid to move myself more and
I'll keep this in mind for the future. I knew it had trouble before with large maps in Astral, but not as much as it looks like as in Roll20. It did give me the warning whenever I did it, but this is how I'd created the map before, and I was not recreating the whole thing again.
Yeah, it's a pretty large map. I wouldn't want to recreate this either.
It's fun though. I like these big maps. They make it easy for you guys if it works properly, I guess, for you guys to just choose where to go and investigate things and go through and see what's there.
My character, and it's still there. Right.
Yay!
Progress.
Do I see any like signs that anybody has been here recently?
You do. It looks like this area is well maintained, actually. You can tell it's only one set of boot prints that really comes around, but they seem to keep all the weeds and everything prim and proper in this particular half circle just off the trail here. Almost looks too inviting to your eyes.
It's a trap.
No, there were friends here. I mean, I don't think we should spend much time here, but looks like there's a cool... I mean, we're looking for people.
Yeah, you said there was a set of boot prints. Can I would like to track those.
You...
I think is a survival.
It is. You do see them walking around in there. Go ahead and roll that survival. In the dust of where they'd been.
There we go.
And you distinctly see a trail of broken leaf stems headed off towards the southeast. From the semicircle where you're at.
It appears, I'm gonna say to the group, it appears that this friend that was here has headed to the southeast. If that is who you were looking for.
I'm gonna hop down and inspect where she was gesturing. And just, like, make it look like I know what I'm doing and just turn to her and, like, nod.
As Cat would.
As Cat.
And head off in that direction, you said?
Yep.
All
Just
right.
gonna start walking in that direction.
I will just follow the cat. Chicken.
Guess I'm following. Although, I'm again going to point out that it's 9:55, and I don't know when.
I would
be a
say
good
we
time
could
to
stop
stop.
here, like, where we took our short rest. And
Yeah,
then
and-
follow this trail next time.
That works.
And that way people, like, on the boat getting jostled around can, like, wake up and join.
We could just open up the portal for them.
Did anybody pick up the plate?
sweet
Nep should have the plate.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying, we better not have left the plate. Somebody should have the plate.
Who's got
Nep
that
was the
goddamn
last one
plate?
to open it. Alright, good session, guys. Guess what? We got out of the fucking fissure.
We did! Finally!
But I mean, we still need to close it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gone, but, you know, we're not there anymore.
It's probably easier to do from the outside, because we don't really want to get trapped in there. I mean, I don't want to get trapped in there.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not.
What's the distance on the torques? Like, how far they can send a message?
I don't think it has a limit.
I don't think anybody's checked.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I feel like we've definitely sent messages far away. I
Yeah.
don't have a quantity for you.
Oh, okay.
We do not have a range.
So, Josh, meta question. Were we on the right track for the teleporter?
What? I might have tuned some of that out because I was
Like-
doing some other things.
Us trying to figure out, like, what the symbols mean on top of, like, trying to decode it. Were we, like, relatively on the right track or not at all?
I mean, is there a right track? That would just be my question to you.
Oh, that's true. I mean, we're trying
As
to
long
find
as
the
you
perfect-
guys are having fun, that's all that I care. And
But were we close to being able to use the teleporter? I think that's the real question. Like,
Yeah.
would
I
we have been
say-
able to use it, or was that a fool's errand?
I mean, you're headed towards a person that's going to help you use it, if at the very least. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's like
So
a
we'll
step
find out.
closer, right?
It's gotta be like, oh, did you guys spit on it? No?
Spit.
That's why it didn't work.
You're supposed to split on it, or split on it.
you need to take a split right on top of it and
then
spin.
slap your grandma,
Oh, just
and
fire
everything
right
will
up.
work.
Oh.
How would you happen?
It's like,
I should-
oh,
I
why
should-
didn't we think of that?
I should write user manuals for magic items.
Uh,
Hey, I would actually read that one.
you know, that's not a bad sell. You know, it's considering the magical beasts and where to find them. That went so marvelously. I'm sure.
I did. I read that book.
I did too. I'm sure a user guide to magical items would be wonderful as well.
Hope
Something
so,
to
at
think
least.
about.
Hmm.
If anybody creates one, we don't want any profits from it. We just want the first copies, please.
Yes, we want to read it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in-game making it. But,
No,
okay.
like in real life.
In real life, to read in real life with our in
IRL.
real life eyeballs.
I imagine somebody has made one.
Mm.
Maybe.
There's gotta be a homebrew.
What's our next quest?
Finding the magic item manuscript.
I was in the meantime googling how much damage lava does because I was kind of scared of that situation.
Yeah, the
Easy
rolls were
lava
pretty
is the
trash.
pack roll.
Just panic.
Yeah.
You guys just be happy. I'm a very good healer.
I
Apparently,
don't know. Cooked chicken is. Oh.
apparently,
I dare you to try to cook the chicken.
apparently,
Oh, buddy.
apparently,
I
wading
might
through
catch
it
a fireball.
does about 10d10 damage, just for your reference.
Jesus, falling
What?
into lava?
Being
Wow.
wading in it. So yeah, if you're physically
Oh.
touching it, I'm guessing, basically.
10d10. I don't know if I can save you from
Oh,
that,
so
guys.
full limb is only 6d10. Sorry.
Only 60d10 instead of 10d10. Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
What if you had fire resistance?
They would be at least half.
Or-
You know,
Or does that matter because it's lava?
technically lava is water, so
It's a liquid. I don't know if I'd say it's water. It's a liquid.
nope. It's water.
Spicy water.
No.
Water
mean,
is
yes,
lava,
okay,
lava
yes.
is water.
But, I mean,
It might as well
Sprite is
because I
lava.
parted it. So yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the
right.
definitions of water, we've determined that lava is water.
And that we're all lava monsters.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, I am going to go to bed. This has
Alrighty.
been good sessions.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Good Good night.
night.
Good night.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.